This is one of the little sample quilts that we were doing as a class project in India, and so we just collected all the fabrics that we could find, and we didn't have rotary cutters or anything like that, so we just chopped it with scissors, which is the way that the ladies would be doing it in India. So this is the background, and this is actually just muslin. And then these, as you can see, this is the back of this fabric. That's the front side. So the 4-inch square and another square, and can you see here how I've just folded that back, and this flips over the top. Once you've done that, you start to stitch 1 finger width along here, and then you do the next one, you see, and stitch along here, and then the next one, and stitch along there, until you get to the corner. You go round the corner, and until you have done the entire square. This is a cushion size because we didn't have a lot of time in class. When you've done all that, you just turn it inside out. You can see how the corners are like that, see? So you turn it inside out here, and then you begin to quilt. And you quilt all the way round, probably about, up to here. And then you put the next layer on. It's so much fun. Really, honestly, it's so much fun. And it's interesting because you don't sew these seams down. Because when you're doing the quilting over the top, that holds them down. You have about, a 1/4 inch in between. So you don't have to do your rows very close together, but you have about 1/4 inch, I suppose, in between. I'll show you one that I did, and it's this one. This one I've done different quilting on. So this one here, I used Quilt Light. So Quilt Light is, this is the back. A Quilt Light is woven cotton. And this is the edge of the quilt. You can see here, I've done the dear little flower here. These pieces are all a collection of the indigo fabrics that I have collected from around the world, and I wanted to do them in this Siddi style. Look, it's not completely finished yet. It will be. But I've added extra pieces, so I wanted to do something just a little different. This is a Pam Siddi quilt. So you can see where it's been turned inverted like that, so you don't have anything at the back, like that. And then I've stitched about 1/4 inch, quite roughly. But I decided to add extra little pieces like this one. I've added a house because I have a house in nearly all of my quilts. This piece here is a piece of fabric from a garment from Laos. Some of these, this is from Thailand. This one's from Thailand. This is Japanese. This is a piece of Thai indigo with applique. They're all vintage. This was Japanese. This is Japanese. This is Indian. This is Indian. So there's a mixture in here, a little bit of Laotian. And I even added right in the very center, because you've got to put something bang in the middle over the top when you've got all those layers. I even put a piece of a very antique log cabin over the top, and this is a little bit of cantha. Now I did a few extra things on here. So this is from Guatemala, and I'm stitching down here. I'm stitching on the pattern to give it a different look. This is the reverse side of the fabric because I wanted to get that little piece in. So I've added different stitches. These are different here. So I'm stitching over it. I've added stitching in here on top of this Japanese one. And I love to add little bits of fabric. So this is a strip, just a strip right on the very edge of where these have joined, and you can see they're all different sizes, and the stitching is different. So that's my Indigo Siddi quilt, Pam style.